And you might find him say something like, I'm looking for a job where I can be compensated well for my skills and time, where I am in charge. The big business owner strives for freedom. He achieves financial success by creating a profitable business system. And you might hear him say something like, I'm looking for people that are smarter than me to run my business for me. The investor also strives for freedom, but he does this through allocating money to where it has the highest expected return. You might hear him say something like, I'm looking for a place where my money can work for me in the most profitable way possible. Takeaway number 2, OPT and OPM. The number one difference between the left side of the cash flow quadrant and the right side is OPT and OPM. OPT stands for other people's time and OPM for other people's money. A person from the B quadrant uses OPT and OPM when he is designing a business system. He can hire people from the E and S quadrants while using money from people of the I quadrant. Typically, he also invests a lot of his own time to kickstart the business, but in the long run, this is not essential, and becoming a more passive owner of the business is possible. A person from the I quadrant uses OPT to generate income from his money alone. And if he's skilled enough, he can typically apply other people's money as well as his own money to scale his investment profits. Herein lies the big difference. People from the E and S quadrants never get to use OPT or OPM. Therefore, the more successful they become in their quadrants, the more money they make, but at the same time, their workload increases. Takeaway number 3, the pros and cons of the quadrants. E, the employee. Pros: reduced financial uncertainty, paid vacation, health insurance and other benefits, and colleagues. Cons: success means more work and less free time. Your performance is often higher than your salary, if you are not a slacker, that is, and colleagues, especially bosses. S, the small business owner or self-employed. Pros: you are your own boss. You're paid according to performance. Cons: success means more work and less free time. And financial uncertainty. You might lose money on this. B, the big business owner. Pros: OPT and OPM. Financial freedom can be achieved very quickly. And a greater portion of your profits goes to you. In other words, you pay less tax. Cons: financial uncertainty. You might lose money. It requires a different set of skills than what school teaches. And you'll have to manage people. I, the investor. Pros: OPT and OPM. Financial freedom can be achieved quickly. A greater portion of your profits goes to you, in other words, less tax. And it can be passive. Cons: financial uncertainty. You might lose money. Takeaway number 4. Breaking the addiction, moving to the right side. So, there are pros and cons with all the quadrants, but the right side is where financial freedom can be achieved the fastest. Therefore, we might ask ourselves, how can we move to this side? Money has an addictive power, much like sex or drugs. Therefore, when you earn money through a specific quadrant, you'll be addicted to that quadrant. If you earn money as an employee for a large company, for instance, your brain will associate that type of work with a cash reward. Switching from one quadrant to another becomes more difficult because of this. Moreover, if you've been raised in a family where degrees, job security, paid vacation, and governmental pension has been highly valued, you might have a difficult transition to make. Here are some potential mental obstacles for the conversion. You're taking too many risks. You might fail. Money can't buy happiness anyways. As if this wasn't enough, our educational system is built so that it rewards those who make the least number of mistakes and punishes those who make the most. In the B and I quadrants, you must act in the complete opposite way. People who take action will also make the most mistakes, but in the long run, these people will learn more and achieve more as business owners and/or investors. Thomas Edison was criticized for making 1,014 mistakes before creating the electric light bulb. In response, he said, "I did not fail 1,014 times. I successfully found out what did not work 1,014 times." The transition won't be easy, but a great start is to surround yourself with people who have made the journey before and learn from those that are already successful in the B and I quadrants. Takeaway number 5, the 5 levels of investors. According to Robert Kiyosaki, there are 5 different levels of investors. Starting from the bottom, we have 1. The zero financial intelligence level. At this level, we have the people who have nothing to invest at all. Each month, their expenses are higher than the...
Okay. We just have to stop here. We just have to stop that video at that point. And good evening, good day, wherever you're watching from, whether on YouTube, on Facebook, on Zoom. I have close to 182 persons on the call, and I think I think there are kind of we have different categories of people on the call this evening, and this call is done in conjunction with Jordan FM 105.5 Lagos, Jordan FM, in conjunction with Rich Vision Academy. Now came together to put up this call. Just a minute. Okay, we came together to put up this because we know that in this new economy, there are different challenges that we'll be facing, and different people want to do different kind of things. And I can tell you, take it to the bank, business may not be the same way like it used to be before. And you need to practice, or you need to be prepared for the new economy. You need to be prepared for the new economy. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great privilege to be on the platform. I want to thank Jordan FM for putting this together, and the privilege to be the one to anchor this session. My name is Olushola Popola, a chartered accountant, investment advisor, and also a life coach. I will try as much as possible talking about the what you need to know as a startup. When you say which companies, which category of people do we call startups? You want to start up a business, you know, just like the name startups. Startups. Who are the people that we consider that are startups? People that just want to start a business, or people that, you know, you just starting something. You got some money somewhere, you have a brilliant idea and things, you just want to start something. After all, everybody tells you something. They say, oh, it's not good for you to be an employee. That is good, you go and be employer. Everybody says this thing as if it is just easy for everybody. Please, I hope you can hear me. Okay, somebody saying check your audio. Those of you on the Zoom call, if you can hear me, just type clear. If you can hear me, just type clear if you're on the Zoom call. Okay, on the Zoom call. Okay, awesome. Okay, so it's just going to be not much of a training, but just of a discussion and just tips. And we'll be doing this more often. We'll be doing this program more often just to get people acquainted. Now, you have an idea. You know, everybody tells you, don't go and start your own business. Everybody says, go and start your own business. I remember way back 2004, 2005, when I just decided, I was working with a multinational company, and I decided I read a book, very great book there, and it's still there. The title of that book is Who Moved My Cheese? Who Moved My Cheese? And in that book, the guy was saying He said, don't be satisfied with your comfort zone. He said, your comfort zone is your broke zone. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. Man, that time in that company, I was well paid as an accountant, as a chartered accountant at that time. And, you know, they pay us salary twice. They pay us salary twice. There's what they call the half salary and the full salary. Then in the midst of this, in the course of the month again, you'll be giving samples of the product of the company that you can use or sell. And so cash flow was, you know, not the problem. But when I heard that, when I read that my comfort zone is my broke zone, that place where you think you are comfortable, that's where you are broke. That's your broke zone. Do you know that Dangote today is not comfortable where he is? Are you aware of that? He said, no, what are you talking about? He has a lot of money. No. If he's comfortable, he will not be acquiring more. If Bill Gates is comfortable, he will not be acquiring more. He wants to get to this new level. That one of the things that makes poor people poor is because they are always satiated. They are always satisfied with the level they are. You will hear, at all, I ain't bad. He said, well, a bird in hand is better than two in the bush. A bird in hand is better than two in the bush. That's why you are not ready to go into the bush. Go into the bush. Go into the bush. You want to be an entrepreneur? Go into the bush. But then I was driving somewhere. You know, when they tell you, that time I said, go into the business. Shall I go and do business and things? And I went into the business world. Ladies and gentlemen, I went with all high hopes. I felt I was so intelligent. As at the time, I was consulting for people and I could turn around people's businesses. So why can't I do the business myself? Why should I be working for this company? I'm making money for this company. Let me go. And then I went into business. Ladies and gentlemen, the first business I went into, within the first 1 year, I was down. I was down. All the gratuity that I collected, the monies that I collected, I thank God I did it at a very young age anyway, because I don't know how I will have survived. Somebody's listening to me here. You are thinking of, let me just go and resign and go and start a business. Well, before now, I will tell you, you know, I tell people, cross the bridge and burn it. Cross it and burn it. No, be careful. I'm going to show you some things so that you can prepare yourself. You can prepare yourself. There was one statistics I was looking at. Let me check it out if it's still, I checked out something here. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen with you so that I want you to, you know, I decided not to do any presentation slide for this this program. Sorry, this is not, okay. Wow, sorry. I just had a training, so that's why I had all those stuff on. Okay, let's go to Google. I want you to see this yourself. Let's go to Google. All right. And then let me look at rate or percentage rate. Percentage rate of failure startup. Well, I get what I'm trying to, what was I trying to, sorry, I was a little bit distracted there. Percentage rate of startup company, what percentage of, okay, let's just look at this. I don't know, I just put this there. What percentage of startup companies fail? All right, look at this. He said, in a study by Basic Brain, startup businesses failure rate by industry. The failure rates of all US companies after 5 years was over 50% and over 70% after 10 years. Why? Look at this. Why do 90% startup fail? 90%. Now, what I'm trying to bring out here is this, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm trying to bring out here is this. So that, you know, at times you say something and it seems as if, oh, you are exaggerating and things. What I'm bringing out is this, that a lot of startups, people, businesses that came up with brilliant ideas, within the first year of starting, that business fails. A man who is a successful manager at a company, he was a successful CEO, whatsoever, manager in the bank and things. That man now takes 10 million, 20 million to start a business, and before you know it, the money is gone. The business has failed. And you wonder, but this man was a good manager. Why did he fail? That is something that you must first of all be able to address before you start talking about starting up a business. Why do other businesses fail? Why do business fail? You must be able to identify. You know, it's not the issue of, oh, I'm going to start my own by the grace of God. My own is not going to fail. No. You must be able to make your plans. What are your plans? What are your plans? So I'm going to show you one critical factor that will help you to be in the market and be in the market for a very long time. I'm going to show you those things that you need to be doing as a startup that will help you to be in the market for a very long time. Wow. Don't know why. Now, look at this. Yes, I'm recording. The training is being recorded. All right. Now, one of the critical factors that I have come to find out over the years, you know, as a consultant, somebody comes to me, oh, I want to do a business plan. And I do the business plan. Of course, I get paid for it. But you do the business plan, and then after some time, you say that this person is no longer in business. Why? Why? But we factored everything, the strength, the weakness, the opportunities, the threats. We considered everything. But why did this business fail? I'm going to give you one main factor. One major factor. Before you go or venture into a business, ask yourself one critical question. What value? Hear that word. What value am I bringing into the market? What value am I bringing into the market? Everybody wants to do business. Everybody wants to do website design. Oh, there are 1,001 businesses that you can do. But the question is, how valuable is that thing? Is this something that people desire? Is this something that people can get alternatives to? If they can get alternatives to your thing, to the thing you are bringing to the market, I tell you, a short while you are there, in another minute, you are no longer in the market. So the first thing is, what is your value proposition? What is that thing? How valuable? This thing that I'm bringing to the market, I'm bringing a mobile phone. I want to make, I've seen that all these techno companies, the Samsung companies, they are making so much phones, they are making so much money. So me too, I want to go and start making phones. Oh, Nigeria has a population of 200 billion. If I can only sell 1% of it, oh my God, I am a millionaire. You know, we look at those things, or you forget to look at what value am I bringing to the market? Is my value, the value of my product, is it going to be easily replaced? If the value you are bringing to the market can be easily replaced as a startup, then you've not started a business at all. You can be in that business and enjoy the benefits temporarily, but after a while, it will catch up with you. After a while, it will catch up with you. So what am I saying? Why am I going through this route? Is this: you as an individual who wants to start up a business, there is need for you to go back right now to the drawing table, go back to your planning table to go and check the product or service that I want to bring into this market. How valuable is it? If I'm not the producer, if I'm not the one that is bringing it, if I'm not the owner, will I patronize this product? Will I patronize this product? You know, the claim for website design and things, a lot of people going into website design. Do you know how many people do that course? Do you know how many people do that training? But come, let's ask ourselves, between you and I, how many persons do you know that are making money from website design? How many persons do you know that are really, really making money from it? And they're feeling it. But is website designing not good? It's very good. It's a very good business. It's a very good skill that when you know it. But then you look at the environment, because most of these things, when you hear the advert, you see the people that are training, they show you, oh, this thing, if you design website, you will make this. You can design website for 50,000 naira. You can do it, and then you start practicing and things. They compare this country with the advanced country, where almost everybody needs a website for something. Do you know how long we've been promoting .ng and it's not yet flying? .ng, that is not yet flying. Now, this is not to say that it is not a relevant skill. Please get me right. It is not to say that it is not useful. But then, if you are looking at how many persons, oh, Nigeria has a population of 200 million. Out of these 200 million, how many of these people are literate? How many of these people are ready to have a business? And how many of these people are even ready to put their business online? A lot of people in Alaba, in Ikeja, at Asokoro, how many of them have their businesses online? Before you go in there must be a kind of sensitization for people to be able to appreciate that. I just used that as one. I don't know your whole business. I don't know what you are planning. But as a startup, if you don't want to close shop within the first 3 weeks, within the first 1 year of operation, you must consider first, how valuable is my service to the community? How valuable? Please, that is a question you should ask yourself. Go back to your drawing table. Remember, it is think and grow rich. Think and grow rich. Many of us are looking for shortcuts. Many persons are looking for shortcuts. What can I easily do to make it? What can I easily do? Now, because you are looking for that easy thing to do, somebody else is looking for more easier thing than you and is watching you doing that easy thing. The moment you start that easy thing, the next thing, he will open his own shop. He will open his office next to you and begin that easy thing. But look out for that thing that a lot of people need, but it's difficult to get by. Put yourself in that place of challenge, that place where you are going to be producing or providing a service or a product that is truly needed, that people will be ready to pay for. Run a service, run some things, and the things, anything that I'm doing, I want to look at. That thing must be something that people will look for me for. People, not that I be using to go and beg people. What my product should be something that people will, the moment they hear about me, they want to come for my product. How valuable, that is one key thing. Before you start talking about doing your business plan, you must consider that first. Now, having understood that, the next thing is this. When you have been able to identify that area, and the niche you want to cover. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I cannot overemphasize this. It will be painful if you go through this training and the subsequent trainings and you still fall into this. Now, after you've gotten the value that this is what I want to do, another thing that you must do as a startup is you must have passion. You must be passionate. You must be passionate. A lot of entrepreneurs that I have seen and come across, I run a lot of seminars, I run a lot of trainings. Most people are just looking for how to meet today's need. Oh, give us this day our daily bread. They are looking for today's daily bread. But people that succeed in business are people that are able to look into the future to meet the needs in the future. When you are trying to meet the needs in the future, you are meeting the needs of today. If you are trying to meet, when you're trying to say, let me just meet the needs, I need this, which business can I do? I hear people tell me, Mr. Shola, I'm about to pay my house rent. Which business can I do now that can raise me some money? How can you do? Well, how can that be the basis of you doing business? How can that be the basis of you doing business? For sure, that business is not going to last. I tell you, it's not going to last. So what you need to do is, what is that thing that I'm passionate about? And I'm going to give you quickly a formula that you as a startup, what you need, if you can follow this formula, I tell you, it's going to help you to be a successful person as you start up your business. And let me bring up this, and I'll just type it here. Just a minute. Okay, am I sharing the screen already? Okay, it's shared. Just a minute, sorry. Okay, is what I want. Okay, please pay attention here. Pay attention. For you that you are a startup that wants to start a business, see, most of the time you hear, no, just give me what to do. If you give me what to, no, there are some basic principles. Life is based on principles. If you follow the principle, you will succeed. So, one, you are targeting success. Success is what you are targeting, right? Now, this is the formula for success. Well, some of you say, oh, I know what it's going to say. No, that's different. Success. Success is equal to what? P, follow me, times this times E times T times, what is it? Times A times A. Wow. This is A raised to power 2. I don't know how do I put raised to power 2 here, man? Oh, wow. Let me try. Times A raised to power 2. Okay, this is what you, at least you're in the class, you are seeing it. So this is what I actually mean. P times T times A raised to power 2. For you as a startup business, one of the things that you are looking out for is to be successful in your endeavor. You've brought out a niche. You've created a value that you want to feel. You've seen it that this thing I need, I can provide this service. The niche can be so simple. You know, I at a point in time when I was in the East, I was working in the eastern area of Nigeria, and like a Yoruba man that I am, and then for most people like this thing they call ogi, pap, and akara. Now, in that time, you know, this ogi, this packaged sauce, this packaged something, Ogi, you should know what I'm saying now. I'm not saying an Oibo man on this call. So, so let me say now, Ogi, that's the corn that pap, whichever way, just to understand what I'm saying. Now, today you will see them packed in ShopRite in this, but those times we weren't seeing such. We weren't seeing such. And I told a woman who was looking for a business, a job. She said, there's no work to do and things and things. And I asked her, I said, Madam, do you know how to do pap? She said, yes. That she loves it very well. That in fact, when she does pap, the thing will be so smooth that if not that she came down to the east. She's a Yoruba woman that because she came down to the east, that this and things. I said, that means you have a passion for it. Oh, she said, yes. He said, but how is it going to make me money? And I told her, I said, do you know that if you make this pap, if you do this pap, and then you do this thing called bean cake, akara, you can grind it and package it in a pack. You don't have money to buy to dry. You can do that pap and compress it in a bowl and put it in a bowl. Do you know that you can stand in front of your church, in front of a place, and just draw the color, just take the picture of hot ogi and akara. You put hot one with milk on top. You snap the picture and go and give it to a printer, and you enlarge it, akara and ogi. Do you know that the mere sight of that thing will trigger something in somebody's head? And you can say you can get your pack of ogi here. The woman said, wow. She said she can do this. Ladies and gentlemen, this woman started this, not the dried stuff, and she began to make good money. Passion. The P here stands for passion. The P stands for passion. Well, that I just said could be a business idea for somebody if you are going to take it. Now, P stands for passion. What are you passionate about? P, passion. P stands for passion. You cannot be successful in anything that you don't have passion for. As a startup business, you cannot be successful in anything that you don't have passion for. If you are doing it because you just want to make money, I tell you, you will lose. You won't succeed. But when you do it because you have a passion for it, you love to do it. For me, I love dogs. I love dogs. I love to breed dogs. I just like dogs. And it's along the line that a friend told me, I went to a friend's house. Then I had some Alsatian, some Rottweilers and things. And I love them. I didn't do it for money. But I went to meet a friend, and that friend said, he showed me his car. He said, I bought this car from my proceed, from the sales of my puppies. I said, what? From your puppies, sales of puppies, dog, the dog that I have at home. He said, yes. He said, it's his passion. Now, there's a trend that I always say, turning your passion to profit. Turning your passion to profit. Now, this man breeds Rottweilers, breeds Doberman and things. He sells one Rottweiler, one Rott for about 120,000 or so. Now, one Rott gives birth to about 6 puppies and things. Before you know it, this guy is making good money from what? Breeding of dogs. Not because he's doing it as a business. He started it as something that he has passion for. Part of the things that you're going to look out for, as you look out for that thing that has value that you want to bring into the market, you must ask yourself, am I passionate about this? What if I start this and I don't get paid? Will I continue doing it? If I start this business and nobody is patronizing me at the beginning, will I continue doing it? How passionate are you? It's your passion that you can turn to profit. A lot of people, see somebody working at this government secretariat and things. If you are working, in quotes, if you are just working for this thing, that's why they tell you an employer, only employees cannot be rich. It says, show me a rich employee, I will show you a thief. Show me a rich employee, I will show you a thief. How, why, and how? Because an employee, you are paid a salary. So how can you be richer than the owner of the company? The only way is if you now become an investor. You become an investor and you invest in some other thing other than that organization you're working for. So now, but why, if you go on Forbes record, Forbes, when they are saying the 10 richest men in the world, you can't see an employee there. The people that you will see there are people that are the owners of their businesses. And because they are the owners of their businesses, they have a passion for it. Now, I haven't talked about passion. The next thing I want to quickly talk about is what we call T. And T stands for talent. Talent. T stands for talent. T stands for talent. Now, ladies and gentlemen, listening to me here. Now, talent. Every man in life has gotten a seed of greatness deposited inside of him. Every man has a seed of greatness deposited inside of him. What is that talent that you have? What is that thing that you know how to do? Some of us have the talent. You are so talented in music. You are so talented as a speaker. You know how to, if you start to talk here, they will hear your voice there. You know how to argue your point. You know how to convince people. Oh, you know how to do some craft. What is that talent that is in you? There's a you that is inside of you. When you can also say talent, you can attribute it to skill. But that talent in you, if you have a passion, you have a talent, that means you can be passionate about your talent. Now, that talent that you have, you can begin to utilize it. Somebody said, Mr. Shola, I was having a women doing some kind of training for a women conference thing and talking about this talent thing and things. And a lot of them were saying they don't have jobs, the economy is hard, how can they get a job and things and things. And I asked, how many of you can cook Edikaikaong soup? The ones from Calabar and things, everybody read. I said, are you very sure? I said, if I give you 20,000 naira now, can you cook me a good Edikaikaong soup? They said, Oga, after I cook finish, you go bite your finger. I said, are you so sure? How much will it cost you to cook that soup? They said it. That means you are talented in that area. You are talented in that area. Everybody cannot cook Edikaikaong soup the way you will cook it, all right? Now, look at this. Look at this. Pay attention here. This will relate to any other work that you are doing or any other. I'm just using this. And I said, do you know that you can take this talent of cooking Edikaikaong soup and you turn it into a business? How can you turn it to say how? I said, do you know that in Lagos today, in different cities today, there are men, young men, there are Calabar men, Igbo men, people that are getting married, cross marriages are happening, and their wives cannot cook this Edikaikaong soup. And do you know that we have a lot of career women now that would prefer to enter store and buy the soup and go and warm it in microwave and give to their husband? Do you know that these are existing? That if you can do, you just do your flyers. You don't need a capital to do this one. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't need a capital to do it. I'm giving you some simple things based on talent. Now, you can just prepare this prepare a flyer and say, get your Edikaikong soup, your hot pot of Edikaikong soup delivered to your house. And then you take picture of Edikaikong with all the meat and everything on top of it. Take the picture, design it, give it to a graphic designer, stand in front of the mosque, stand in front of the church, and share it to people that you can get it delivered. I tell you, when you do that, before you know it, somebody will call you, madam, I saw your flyer. Can you help us prepare one pot of Edikaikong soup? You are in business. What have you used? You've used your talent. Now, you know how to organize people. You know how to organize things. You say there's no job, there's no business, there's no job. I go different places. I see cars parked along the road. Look at different offices. Cars are parked there. Do you know that you can be a car washer? You can start a car washing business? Somebody said, what do you mean? I'm a graduate. You know I'm a graduate. How can I start car washing business? I said, look at what you're talking about. If you are a graduate, do you have the sense of organizing people? Do you know how to organize people? It is when people are going, you know how to come, guys, let's sit down, come, you know how to do that. Because you know how to do that simple thing, do you know that you can go organize some youth, organize some young people in a particular street? You know there are offices here, and then you go into the offices and say, sir, we can provide you car washing services right in the premises here. Your staff do not need to go and this. And then do you know what? How much are you collecting? For 100, for a car, 200 naira wash. If I have my car parked, you know, a lot of people are living in places now where they pass through dusty areas before they get to the office. And then I do 200 naira. And I take a whole street. You know, on the streets where you have offices, you can get up to 10, 20 cars that will be washed. And you are not the one doing the washing, but you've been able to coordinate 5, 4 boys on that street that will start to work with you, and we start that. And you say you are looking for capital for business, and you have your talent with you. I'm just giving this. There are different areas. There are different businesses that you can touch. Now, that is talent. What is that talent that is in you as a startup? Because these are the things that we guarantee that you will not fold up as a startup in your first year. These are the things. I'm doing a business. One of the business I do is consulting. One of the business I do is public speaking. I have a talent for it. Because I have a talent, I remember the time I lost my office, when I couldn't pay the rent in my office. Oh, but then I could not, you are not charging me rent for my mouth. You are not charging me, this talent was with me. So the next thing, I was going around looking for where to talk. Looking for where to talk. Come, Oga, do you people need any motivational speaker in your church? I can give you this topic. I began to write out things. I wrote out proposals to companies. I wrote out proposals to churches that let me come and talk to your youth about this. Let me come and speak to your youth. And most of them will say, okay, Mr. Shola, okay, come and speak to our youth on this. After speaking, well, because as at that time when I was starting, somebody will pay me 20,000 naira. Then somebody will say, oh, don't be annoyed, though. We don't have anything. There is 20,000 naira. 20,000 naira. Because one day, how do I know? The first person that made me to know that I had that talent in me, that this I'm doing, was a man called Les Brown. I saw him and they told me that this guy speaks. When he speaks, he collects about $100,000 per hour. I said, what is he speaking about? $100,000 per hour for speaking. Then I said, me too, I will go and learn. And I began to watch his videos. I began to develop myself until one day, you know, every gathering that I go, I want to speak. I just want to speak. Whether I'm speaking sense or nonsense, and let me just speak. Let me speak. And gradually somebody say, Mr. Shola, well, we enjoyed your talk. We enjoyed your talk. I say, thank you. Are there areas that I should correct? Are there areas that I should improve upon? I assess myself. I will stand before a mirror and I'll be talking before the mirror, gesticulating, trying and things, building the talent that is inside of me. I didn't have to pay money for it, apart from buying of material. Ladies and gentlemen, before I knew it, one day, that's how I started my talking career. Somebody called me. He said, Mr. Shola, we have a program in our company, and we want you to come and speak about high performing and something. I've forgotten the topic. And when he told me, I said, they said, but you know, we are just a starting up company. I said, yes. How much are you going to pay? He said, Mr. Shola, don't worry. Please just help us. We don't have much. It's only, if 100,000 naira will not be too much, sir. Eh? I said 100,000. What are you talking about? I said 100,000. No. He said, Mr. Shola, please. I say, well, madam, it's because of you. It's because of you that I'm collecting the 100,000. But you know, you say, I understand. I know you people are big time speaker. Hey, inside me, it was as if they were riding horse. So me too, I will speak. I said, madam, how many hours do I have to speak? She said, between 45 minutes now. I said, 45 minutes? He said, is it too small? I said, it's okay, 45 minutes. Oh my God. When I began to speak, I spoke for almost 1.5 hours. Because I said, 100,000 for me to talk. Ladies and gentlemen. And that is how that talent began. Today, I don't need an office for me to appear anywhere. I speak in House of Assembly. I speak in different places. Are you getting? Based on the talent that is inside of me. What talent is inside of you? As a startup, you must start from the place of your talent. Then the next one is, you know, I said A raised to power 2. A raised to power 2. The next A is what we call action. The next A is what we call action. Action. All right. Now, as a startup, you know, there are some people, they will tell you, I'm planning to get started. I'm planning to get started. When are you going to start? Every time you procrastinate. Once you are able to draw out, this is the place of my passion, this is the thing that I want to do, the next thing as a startup that you want to do is to take action. Take action. Don't wait until everything is fine. Don't wait. If you are waiting until the is done, you will not fly. Take action. Take action. And in taking action, I have had some people who say, you know, slow in the race, slow and steady. Who told you slow and steady ever wins the race anymore? We are in a fast-paced world. The world is very fast-paced. Because if you say you are doing slow and steady, somebody else is saying what you're doing. A plane wants to fly. A plane wants to fly now. The plane is going on the road, and pilots had a very good father. And the father told him, my son, slow and steady wins the race. And the pilot now is going on wrong way. He said, I remember my father said, slow and steady wins the race. Will that guy ever take off from the wrong way? He will get to he will fall inside a dish. Or you are crossing a highway, and then you say, my father says, slow and steady wins the race. I look left, I look right, I'm being cautious, I'm taking care, and I walk gently across the road, slow and steady. Oh my God, you will answer the roll call up there. Are you getting? So, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that you must do is you must always take action. Be a person of action. Entrepreneurs are people that take action all the time. Failure to take action will incapacitate you. You are taking, the action you are taking is wrong. Yes, let it be wrong. You will correct it. Entrepreneurs are not people that are always right. Most of the time, entrepreneurs are wrong. Most of the time, entrepreneurs are wrong. But then they get to one decision they take that takes them out of the wood. Then the next thing here is what you call association. Association. The second A. Association. All right. Now, that is the second A. Now, listen to this part. Okay, you know, the aspect of that action, you know, we started with passion, we talked about talent, let me just give you this. I have passion for this. I have talent for this. You see somebody say cooking, and you take somebody is baking cake somewhere, and you went to taste the cake. This cake is in fact, if I'm the one that did this cake, I can do a better cake than this. Allah, I will do a better cake than this. You go to the supermarket, you eat a cake, you say, no, I can do a better one than this now. You can do a better one than this. You have passion, you have talent, but you are not taking action. Oh, what's it talking about? What that seminar is in, give me that topic. If I'm the one that handle that topic, you will see the way I will handle it. But you have never gathered 2 or 3 together before to even talk. And you say you take action. You might not do it right the first time, but just make sure you take action. Now, the next one that I said is association. They say birds of the same feather flock together. Who are you associating with? In the course of your business, of your startup, of you starting up a business, let me tell you something. You are going to face a lot of challenges. You are going to face a lot of people who naysayers that will tell you it's not going to work. They will tell you this thing is not working. It's difficult. One key thing that I've learned as a startup, because it's critical, don't surround yourself with negative people. Don't surround yourself with people that will tolerate you. Surround yourself with people that will celebrate you. I want you to write that down. Don't surround yourself. Don't hang out with people that will tolerate you. Hang out with people that will celebrate you. Now, what do you mean? What do I mean by this? People that will celebrate you. There are people that, as you are doing it, because they cannot imagine themselves doing what you are doing, they cannot see that they can do it. And if you do it, you've paid to all the excuses that they have. You've broken all their chains of excuses. So what they will continue telling you is that it's not possible. Who told you you can do it? This is so difficult. It's not possible. It's not this, it's not that. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you this. If you hang around with people who will discourage you, if you hang around with people who are naysayers, if you hang around with people that will always tell you it's not possible, you can't do it, I tell you, you will never get anything done in life. So, how do you know people who celebrate you? These are people that will encourage you. These are people that will tell you, yes, just try more. These are people that, I'm not saying, it does not mean they will not criticize you. This does not mean they are not critics. They could criticize you, but they will criticize you constructively. So associate yourself with success. Be among the people. Where are you going to? Hang around with other entrepreneurs. Look for entrepreneurs hangouts. Look for people who are doing business. Hang out with them. Each businesses are different, but the principles are the same. They will show you, oh, when I started my business, this is what I faced. And you will be encouraged. And also, as you are starting the business, you must also look for who we call a mentor. Associate yourself with mentors. I always say that those that have mentors will not lack methods. Your mentor is not necessarily somebody that is doing exactly the same business that you are doing, but somebody that is getting the kind of results that you desire. Your mentor is someone who is achieving the kind of results. They might be doing some other business other than the one you are doing, but they will be able to trade because business principles are the same thing. So who are you associating with as a startup? So if you follow these principles, your passion, your talent, you take action, the right association, I tell you, you'll be able to live and have a business that will outlive you. The business that will go beyond what you have imagined. Then, finally, the thing that you need to do as when you have put up your passion, your talent, you are ready to take action in the right association, you must have what we call a business plan. Ladies and gentlemen, a business without a business plan is heading for the rocks. You must have your business plan. What is your business plan? You know, it's just like somebody building a house. You are building a house and you don't have the architectural plan. You say, I have the idea. I have the idea. Trust me, you will break and knock off a lot of things. You waste a lot of money in that house. Between you, somebody going to the market that has a list and somebody who is going to the market that does not have a list. If you don't have a list, when you go to the market, you spend more time, you spend more money there. So as an entrepreneur, as a startup, one of the key things that you will need for your business to start up is you will need a business plan, a well-written, articulated business plan that will attract investors. Not all business plan. It's not every time you write business plan because you want to attract investors. You write business plan because you want it to serve as a guide. You want to serve as a guide to your business. So, ladies and gentlemen, Startup Talks is more. What I just tried to establish today, are the basic things, the basic fundamental things that you need to look out for as a business startup. What you need to start from your inside as a startup person. So by God's grace, next week Monday, same time, we'll be looking at what you need to do, what you need to be doing as a startup also. There are a lot of things. Starting up a business is not a child's play. You've seen a lot of people start up business and the business have failed. How do you do it? How do you start it? And you have a business that will outlive you. How do you live your dream? So once again, if you have benefited from this training and you enjoyed this call, if you're on the Zoom call, just type great. And if you are on Facebook, just click on like and just drop a comment. If you're on Facebook, click on like and drop a comment. If you are on Zoom, on the Zoom call, just type great. Type great in the Zoom call, because we're about wrapping it up tonight. Because as I said, so much to be said on this. We will continue the class again next week. But let me quickly see if there are some questions that I want to quickly address. Let me quickly see here. Are there questions there that I can quickly address as we wrap up? Let me see. I'm not here. Okay, no, that's not it. Okay. Wow. I'm trying to see if there are questions. Wow. So much. Or just drop your question. You have a quick question. In the next 2 minutes, let's just wrap it up here. You have a question? Let's just quickly do that. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, kudos. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, just trying to check if there are questions in the chat box. How do I, okay, somebody said, yes, my boss, I believe you right on. Thanks, Shola. I got double for one today. Thank you for offering the second training. God bless you, okay? Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Mr. Daniel. Okay, how do we write a business plan? How do we write a business plan? Okay, we have a training on that, how to write a business plan, and we train you on how to write. That you don't need to pay anybody to do writing of a business plan for you, except for something. I get paid. I consult for people writing business plans, but then it's something that you can be trained to do yourself. All right. Let's see. Start. Please, can you teach us how to write a profound business plan? Wow, so much request on business plan. I know Jordan FM is packaging something in that respect. Please, I want to be your student on public speaking. Thank you, Naspatial. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Are you flattering me? Okay, sir, can you teach us how to write a profound business plan? Wow. Okay, I know the Jordan FM guys are on the call, so this, can you stress a little more on selecting the right mentors? Okay, talking about the right mentors, I said your mentor is that person that is having the kind of results that you desire. Now, look at something. You want to go into business. You want to go into business. Or let's say in marriage now. You want a good, in marriage, you need mentors. In virtually everything in life, you need mentors. Now, you look at somebody who has a great, wonderful family. You like the way the children are doing. You like the way they. Now, this person can be an epitome of success to you. So this is somebody that you can go to relate with. Now, now let's talk about business in business terms. Now, if you want somebody to mentor you in business, that person should be getting a kind of result, business result. You can be able to look at that person and say, this person is successful. Now, the person might not even consider himself as this, but there are some attributes that you are looking at. Oh, I wish I can get this. Do you know that your dream, that's your own dream, is somebody else's reality? Your dream is somebody else's reality. So if you can look at somebody who is getting the kind of result that say, this person is getting the kind of result I want, then I want to meet that person. Now, most of the time you go and say, sir, I want you to be my mentor. No, it doesn't just work. It depends if the person wants to take you as a mentee. It depends. And if for you to be a mentee to someone, you must be able to serve. You must be ready to serve. You know, you don't want to be the boss in front of somebody that you want to learn from. So you must be ready to go admire the person, talk to the person, sir, I would like whatever you want me to do with you or do for you. I'm ready and things. Sir, I'm reading this, what I'm doing. You lay your plans and things, and then you tell them. Your mentors are not people you go asking for money. Your mentors are not people that you go asking for capital. This is not the role of your mentor. I tell you, the moment you start asking the mentor for money, it closes the chapter with you. So don't go asking the person for money. If you're looking for investors, look for investors separately. So your mentors are to guide you on what to do because they have experienced it. They have had their own share of business failure. They have started businesses, so they can advise you. I've never done anything, maybe, like, which consulting did I do recently? I think I was consulting for some people in the medical field. I've never been a doctor before. I've never set up a clinic before, but I was able to tell them how to set up this clinic, what they need to do when we're talking about the business plan. We're talking about, okay, this is how we're going to achieve it and things. And we did a business plan and things. So this morning, I was talking with somebody, I guess maybe he's on the call also now. He was talking about doing a business plan for a particular product and things. I've never done that product before, but the moment I started saying it, my experience that I've had in some other things that I've done, I started bringing it to play and it started working out. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what you look out for in mentors. Can you stress, okay, I wish to see my, oh wow, we are partners in progress. Can you show us a business plan format? Please, sir, what is a business plan? Wow, so much on business plan. How do I write a business plan? Wow. Please, sir, I'd like to have your email. I joined. Okay. For those of you that joined late, I really enjoyed the teaching, though I joined late. Okay. Is that Michael? Okay. All right. For those of you that joined late, this session is recorded. This session is recorded, and you can always get it on YouTube. You can go on YouTube to get this recording, to listen to it again. Let me see. On Facebook, you can see it on my Facebook, Shola Popson, and then on YouTube, let me show you here. On YouTube, okay. So if you go on your videos there, you have some other trainings there, how to write this, creating your world and things. So if you search for Shola Popoola on YouTube, we're going to upload these. You can get that benefit. All right. Wonderful time with you, sir. It was precise and grateful course. Okay. All right. Wow, somebody's saying something. Wow, you've written a lengthy thing. I can't take all this now, but you can drop it in the group chats and we can discuss it, or you can contact me later with it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure speaking with you and sharing this knowledge with you. Hoping to see you again next week, Monday, as we look at some other areas you need to look into as a startup company. Once again, your friend and partner, Olushola Popoola. I've been looking forward to hearing your success story as we begin to apply what we have learned together. See you next week. God bless you. On the YouTube, like our page and subscribe to the channel so that you can be getting more updates. God bless you. Do have a wonderful night rest. Bye-bye.